Friday that I called him, and I didn't get a chance to run this call yet. So the dad's name is Aaron, and he and his son had been at the taping, or not the taping, but the actual live playing with Preston and Steve and Gloria's Sons, and then we're heading to the show that very night. And there's a little more to the story. So I called him after hearing what Jackie had said, because it's just one of those great rock and roll stories. Let's go to that call.
Hello?
Is this Aaron?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Aaron, this is Pierre Robert over at MMR.
What's up, Pierre?
How you doing, man?
Good, brother. What's going on?
Well, I heard the call the other night when you called in. Is it true you were in the studio when the Glorious Sons played the other day?
That is correct. I'm actually, we can keep it all straight, but I'm a kindergarten teacher in Upper Marion, and my gym teacher's best friends with Casey Boy. I never pulled a favor, and I'm a huge fan of the Sons. And yeah, we were down there that morning, and then I'm sure you heard the story of my day.
Well, right. I heard you had gone to the show with your son, and then you got a call from your wife, who I might add was very generous, assuming she's fairly along in her pregnancy, to allow you to, yeah, sure, go to a rock show. I'm about ready to have this little child, but no, go have fun. I'll just stay here and wander around the house. But God bless her, she did. You did, and then you got a call saying you better get back here.
Yeah, she's amazing, and my son is a huge fan of the Sons as well. His third birthday was actually a Glorious Sons themed party, and
wow,
the lead singer Brett was kind enough to send a video to play this past summer, so it all came to full fruition. We had a Glorious Son of our own.
I heard you had left the show, but left your 3-year-old child at the Union Transfer, and I'm going, now that doesn't sound like a terribly responsible thing to do.
It does not. However, let me digress.
There may be more to the story.
Yes, sir. So my best friend, Steve, he was there with me, and it was actually his Christmas present to my 3-year-old son, Oliver, knowing of what a big fan he was, because actually we were up for our guys' night away with the Sons up in Harrisburg, first night of their tour.
So you are a fan if you're going to travel to Harrisburg to see them.
And actually, you gave me and Steve a shout out on air while we were up there last week when you were doing a block of.
I remember that. You were driving up to the show.
That's correct, sir. So then, when I was at the show, my son, I felt so bad, because he's been waiting since Christmas for this Glorious Son show at Union Transfer, and we've been using it as a reward for him and everything. When I got the call during the opening band, I turned around to my best friend Steve, and he was there with his parents, and I said, he's going to be destroyed. I'm torn, because he legitimately knows nearly every song of the catalog of the Sons. I'm a musician myself, so we play along to their songs along with my own, and I leaned into Oliver with his headphones, and I said, listen, I got to go get Bombs. Baby Hendrix is coming. Do you want to come with me, or do you want to stay with Uncle Steve and his parents, and they'll bring you home? And he flat out did not hesitate and said, I want to stay. I said, okay, let's do it. And all in all, everything worked out. But from the outsider, I'm sure it sounds strange as hell and partially unresponsible, but he was in great hands. It all came to fruition. And at 1:16 a.m. on the 23rd, me and my wife had our second child, Hendrix, and we couldn't be happier.
Everybody's healthy, happy, and healthy?
Everything went wonderful. It was very fast. Yeah, everybody's healthy, and everything worked out brilliantly and beautifully. And another story to just share with those who love rock and roll, baby.
First of all, why are you naming the baby Hendrix?
My same friend gave him a history of rock book for babies, and we didn't know what to call him, and it was the 50th anniversary of Woodstock, and my son is on the page with Jimi Hendrix, and he looks over and he said, Oliver, what do you want to name him? He goes, Hendrix. We went, perfect, phenomenal.
I like that. And finally, we've neglected the mother's name in this whole experience, who was kind enough to let you go right when she's ready to pop, and you're off to a rock show, and then you got to come back, of course. What is your lovely wife's name?
My amazing wife's name is Marisa Bell.
All right, so congratulations to you, Aaron, and to Marisa, your son Oliver, and the brand new baby whose name is Hendrix. I like it.
That's right, Pierre. Thank you so much for the call, my man. It means a lot.
All the best. You take care. From all of us at MMR, congratulations.
Cheers, buddy. Rage on.
Using the Preston sign-off, Rage On. So I made that call at the end of last week and ran out of time. We didn't get a chance to air it, but I wanted to today after having played Jimi Hendrix and Purple Haze, and then that's what they're naming the baby, and then going into the Glorious Sons and Closer to the Sky, their new song, and then the call to Aaron and his 3-year-old son, as you just heard, Oliver. They were at the President Steve show seeing Glorious Sons play acoustic last Wednesday morning. They went to the show that night. His wife, God bless her, Marisa, allowed him near the, getting ready to have this baby, and she lets him go out to a rock show, but good for her. And then he gets the call, oh, you better get back here. And he gives the kid the option, you want to stay with my best friend Steve, or do you want to come back home and welcome the new baby? The kid says, I'm staying. Wise kid. And so there it is. We have a new baby by the name of Hendrix, which is a wickedly cool name, in honor of last summer being the 50th anniversary of Woodstock. They asked their son, Oliver, what do you think? And he goes, yeah, Hendrix. So congratulations to Aaron and Marisa and 3-year-old son Oliver, best friend Steve, who watched Oliver while Aaron left the union transfer, went back home, and at 1-something in the morning, they welcomed Hendrix into the world. All of that leads us to our vinyl cut. I just love stories like that. And I heard the whole thing from Jackie Bam Bam later that night, and I hadn't heard. I didn't know if Brent Porsche was following the story on the overnight show or not. So I was listening for a while. I didn't hear whether the baby had been born or whether the baby, mom still might not have delivered by the time I was on by the next morning. So we finally found out that she had. And with that in mind, on vinyl, I've selected this song from the Little Creatures album from the Talking Heads, which will fit those folks, Aaron and Marisa, and any other folks who have a little baby, girl, or in this case, boy, because you're going to be staying up late. On vinyl, the Talking Heads on MMR.